So, we're going to talk about Chapter 8, Lesson 3. This is called Writing Equations. There's not a lot to do previous to going through these. The thing that we need to have an understanding of, though, is simply that we need to go ahead and figure out what some of these words mean. So, it says Jackie's mother is 28 years old, which is 4 times Jackie's age, minus 8 years. This word is always means equals. Times, of course, means multiply. Minus would, of course, mean minus. So let's go ahead and solve this one. So it says Jackie's mother is 28 years old. So that's 28. That is 4 times Jackie's age minus 8. So 4 times Jackie's age, let's say it's x, minus 8. Letter B, 5 more than half a number is negative 25. Here's that is word again. That means equals. 5 more means to add. Half either means to divide by 2 or multiply by 1/2. Now, we always try to put the multiplication first because it says 5 more than this. So this is what I start with. So I have half of an x, or my number. 5 more than that is you add 5, and that is negative 25. Letter C, it says Henry threw a baseball 84 miles per hour, which is 21 miles per hour less than twice the speed that Sam threw it. So, here's that word is again. That means equals. So I'm going to have 84 is. This less means to subtract. And again, we always look at the multiplication first. So twice the speed means to multiply by 2. So 21 miles per hour less than this, so we'd have 2x minus 21. So example 2, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and write an equation, and then we're going to solve it. So example 2, it says a baseball bat costs $41, which is 9 more than 4 times the wholesale cost of the bat. So write and solve an equation to find the cost of the bat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to define a variable. So W, because it says wholesale cost. You could also use C, you can use N or X. I'm going to use W. And this is the wholesale cost of the bat. All right, so let's write our equation. Here's that word is. So 41 is. 41 is. 9 more, that means plus. Then 4 times, so this is going to be times 4, the wholesale cost. So the wholesale cost, 9 more than that. So 4 times the wholesale cost plus 9 more dollars. If we think back to lesson 2, solving two-step equations. First thing I want to do is I want to get the variable terms by themselves. So I want to get rid of this constant term. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. Creates a 0 pair. I'm left with 4w equals 41 minus 9 is 32. I want to then get the w term all by itself. So I know that 4 of them is 32. So I want to know what one of them is. So divide both sides by 32. I get w equals 8. And of course, in math, any number with a word problem represents something, and this number represents what the wholesale cost of the bat was. So the bat costs $8 wholesale. All right, let's look at the last example here. It says example 3. This one's kind of a tough one, but Ms. Parsons earns $200 each week plus $25 for each pair of shoes she sells. How many pairs of shoes does she need to sell to earn $1,000 per week? So, let's do P as our variable, is pairs of shoes. It says she earns $200 each week plus $25 for each pair of shoes. So $200 per week plus $25 per pair of shoes. I want that to get to $1,000 per week. So there's my equation. I want to get the variable terms all by themselves, so I need to subtract 200 from both sides. This gets me a 0 pair here, so I'm left with just 25p equals 800. I'm going to then divide both sides by 25. And I'll see that p is equal to 80 divided by 25, and that answer is going to get me 32. Last thing I need to do is this number represents something, and it means that Ms. Parsons needs to sell 32 pairs of shoes per week to earn $1,000 per week. Make sure that as you're going through these word problems, you're looking for words that mean adding or subtracting or multiplying or dividing. And also keep in mind that whenever it says more than or less than, that goes second to the multiplication or division. Same thing with the order of operations. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please let me know. But this is the end of Lesson 3.